Guys, it's me, Kinghuman, and check it out. I'm not in my usual home. I'm in Vegas right now, and I'm doing this live. So I don't know what's doing here. Anyway, I'm in my suite in Vegas, and I thought I would try this YouTube live thing. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Whatever. Let me go over here to the window and I'll get you guys a view of Vegas. Let's see. There's the Bellagio fountains underneath me. There we go. I think they were going off a minute ago. But anyway, that's what's doing. So this particular recording was, oh, there they go. This was about making money with fine art. And the reason I'm doing this is because it came up in a conversation the other day with a friend of mine. Now, some of you guys don't know, I used to be a fine art dealer. I got into it in a really weird way. I was involved in an automobile accident and I was pretty laid up. And one of the things, somehow I ended up going to an auction. This was so many years ago. And I bought a Picasso, a Dali, and a Chagall. I bought an original Chagall gouache, which is a type of watercolor painting. I bought a Dali, I think it was a lithograph, and a Picasso lithograph, pencil sun. This was back in the day. This was back in the day when that stuff was really hot. So anyway, I ended up hanging that stuff on the wall. And some guy came over and offered me a crap ton of money for those pieces of art. I said, done. And it didn't take a rocket surgeon to figure out, hey, this has money in it. So I got involved in it. Now, it made me a lot of money for a lot of time. I'll move around so you guys can see. It made me a lot of money for a long time. And it's really not that hard. So my throat is killing me. So anyway, the things you need to do, first of all, you need to develop an eye for fine art, paintings or prints, graphics, that kind of thing. I'm not sure what the market is anymore. When I was into it, it was big. So do a little research. But here's what you need to know. There's a set of reference books out there called Art, what is it? Oh God, don't tell me I'm gonna blank out on this. I'm a little fuzzy from drinking in Vegas last night. Oh my God. They were books, I'll tell you, they were about that thick, each one. And I used to have to carry two of them around with me, because this is back in the old days. This is before the internet, you know. And every time I'd find a painting, I'd have to look up the name of the artist in those books. And then I would have to, check the dimensions and the subject matter and see what the value of those paintings would be on the secondary market. I think they were called Art Price Index. Now, that's all online. You can carry your iPhone and instantly see, when you come across these paintings, what the value is. And there's a lot of these paintings, believe it or not, that are out there in the, circulating around. A lot of really valuable paintings. I took a friend of mine to a thrift market just to prove to him. We walked in and I actually, this is no joke, I saw a lithograph by a really in-demand artist, and I knew it because I used to see his stuff in Hawaii when I would go to Hawaii, right? So I immediately recognized it for what it was and bought it on the spot. It was like maybe a couple $100. Well, that was several $1,000 lithograph that I flipped instantly for thousands of bucks. Now, like I say, to do this, you're gonna need a couple of things. You're gonna need those art price, you're gonna need two sources. You're gonna need the art price index, that's for original paintings. And then you're gonna need the Gordon's print price index for lithographs and prints. Now there's a couple of things you should be aware of if you're going to deal in prints. First of all, you want original stone lithographs. There goes my voice again. Oh, shit. Original stone lithographs. Now, there's also a kind of print called an offset print. You don't want that. That's like a machine-made print. And the way to tell when you're out and about, let's say you go to a thrift shop or an antique store or whatever, you take with you a loop. It's called a jeweler's loop, L-O-U-P-E. You can buy them off of eBay. You can order them off of Amazon, whatever. But it's a little magnifying glass that you put up to your eye. It's what jewelers use. Then when you see a print or whatever, you get right up to it. And if when you're looking at that print, you see exactly evenly spaced, perfectly round dots that make up the print, that's offset. That's not what you want. You're looking for irregularly shaped globules of ink and pigment. Then you've got something original. I mean, you've got an original stone lithograph or a giclée, or, you got something. So that you don't want the machine print crap. So anyway, yeah, it takes a little bit. You're going to have to learn a few things, but there's huge money in it. All right, sorry if this video was crappy, but, look. What do you want for nothing? A rubber biscuit? I'm in Vegas. I'm doing a new thing here. I'm broadcasting live. I don't know what to tell you. Love it or shove it. All right, I'm outie. How do I turn this thing off? Finish. Donate a few bucks to help a sick kid at St. Jude's Research Hospital for Kids. For those of you that are interested, I'll do a quick pan to show you my suite. I think I'm going to move from this into something a bit better. This is kind of crumb snatchy for me. I'm a genius. I'm royalty. I deserve it. Stop. Go. Stop. Finish. Come on. What the hell? This thing won't stop. I'm saying stop, and it's not stopping. Finish. 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 How the hell do I get out of this thing? It won't stop. Finish. It doesn't understand it's not, I can't get it to do anything. I don't know what's going on. How do I get out of this? All right, I don't know. I'm gonna end this whole thing. Oh my God, this is annoying. Nothing's happening. Okay, so much for this. What the hell? People are watching me do this like I'm a total idiot. I guarantee I'm hitting the damn thing. Cancel. Is it still recording? It's still recording. What the hell? I'm losing my mind here. I swear to God, I'm hitting the button. All right, I just have to escape this program, I think. I don't know.